Hello. It's been a while. I know it's been like 3 weeks since I posted, and I am so sorry. I realized I was looking at my profile and I realized that ever since I took this manager job back at the gas station, I've like really been lax, and it's because I am tired all the fucking time, and I'm just always so stressed, and it's difficult for me to get out to be at a place where I can talk, but a lot has happened. Like, a lot. This might be long, so bear with me. So, first of all, I can't remember if we were talking, if I had told you guys about JJ having been promised the assistant manager position and then it being rescinded, and then, like, they put it to an open pool of candidates, and, like, anyone could apply. And they were kind of pressuring me to apply. Well, I did. And I talked to JJ about it as well, and he had said that I should apply. And when I had the interview last Friday, I talked to him and I was like, "Are we cool?" And he was like, "Yeah, if you get it, it's okay. I'll just ride off your coattails." He just really, really, really did not want this other lady to get it. And I think it was only the three of us that applied. So it was between me, him, and her. And today I got the email that I got the job. So I am now assistant deli manager at this grocery store, which is very cool, and it's very crazy to think about because I've only been there for like 3 months, 3.5, almost 4 now. But like, dude, I still don't even know how to do everything in the deli. Why did you guys pick me over JJ? I I was honestly wishing they would have picked JJ, but partially hoping that I got it because I do need the raise. But like, he deserved it, and I think he would have done better. But then I was also talking to my old other coworker who I'm gonna call her Tina. I love Tina. She only works like once a week or every so often when we need her because she has another job that's a full-time job that's a really good job. She just likes to keep working here because she genuinely loves it here. Which is kind of how I feel. So I'm lucky that this is like my primary job and I actually got promoted at this point. But I was talking to her about this. I was like, I really think JJ should get the job. And she was like, I honestly think you would be better at it because of your experience and your maturity and organization and the way you handle customers. And I was like, okay, I guess, yeah. But part of me still feels bad. But I got it. So I'm excited that I got it, but I feel bad that he didn't get it. But I'm also relieved that this other lady didn't get it because as soon as she applied, she started getting kind of bossy, and I didn't like that. And I never had any altercation with her. She loves me because I just sit there and listen to her bicker with other people, and I'm like, I stay out of it and do the dishes. But I don't like the way she is getting bossy with other people. So I'm relieved there. So, in the personal life side, I have been talking to Mr. Lion a lot more, and I started hanging out, and I told him, I was like, I really need to get out of my living situation, like, legitimately. He likes my boyfriend, they have hung out, but he told me that he's my friend first, and he really does think that I'm in the right in the situation. So, I mean, I had discussed with my boyfriend that if I got two jobs before he got one, and he had plenty of time, it is almost 2 years now. It's like a year and 9 months. It's a long time for him to have sat around and not have job. And if it, I know it's difficult to find a job, but at the very least, he could have helped me clean up around here. But no, the place is trash. Like the reason I never show my house is because it's really bad. I don't have time or energy to clean because I'm always working or I'm tired. And he always has excuses. So I feel like I'm making excuses. So I end up cleaning a little bit that I can anyway. And I'm just tired of excuses. So we're basically done, but still living together. And I'm looking for an apartment. And I'm going to move out with my child. Now that he realized that I have the money to move out, he's finally found a job. And I find that really ironic that it took him so long until it was actually crunch time and he was actually threatened with homelessness and he finally found a job. The thing that I'm a little bit salty about is that it is a really good, cushy job and it makes way more than I make at this job that is physically and mentally draining. These two jobs that are physically and mentally draining, he's going to be able to do just 40 hours a week and make more than me. And that feels really unfair because I work harder. But life is unfair. That's genuinely just the way it is. Life is unfair, and you can't dwell on what is and isn't fair. So, I'm taking the opportunity to move on with my life as soon as I find a place that's affordable, which is difficult because it's fucking college town. So everything is college prices, and I don't have student loans or parents paying my way. I have to actually find something that's within my income bracket, but I will, and I will be happy eventually. I'm just a little salty right now. We're at my gas station job. We're hiring a couple new cashiers because one of them is to replace me, kind of, so I can actually do manager duties and not be stuck on the register all day. And the other one is to replace another co-worker who is leaving. And I think the reason is a little bit silly, but also I feel bad for him. His now ex-girlfriend lives nearby, so he can't like emotionally handle being at that gas station anymore. And he's young. He's like barely 21. And I remember being that young and your first breakup is like horrible and like the worst thing, and you can't go to the places where you used to go together. So I get it, but it's still, looking at it from an outsider's perspective, it is a little bit silly. I just hope he's gonna be okay. I just hope he's okay soon. It just, these things take time, and eventually he'll realize that life moves on, and he'll find someone new, and everything will be okay. But anyway, one of the people we just hired and I did the second day of training with today, yesterday he was late. He slept in, which is really embarrassing for a first day, but I let it I really let it slide, and I'm going to advocate for him with the upper management because I like this guy and I think he's going to be a good fit. He was friends with David, who used to work there. And so he knew everything. He knew about all the robberies, he knew how sketch it was, and he's like still willing to work there. So I was like, okay, you're in, come on board. He really needs a job. So he will I'm gonna try to keep him there. And he's doing great. He picked up the register super quick, and he's really good with the customers. And he used to work at like Walmart in a sketchy city. So he told me stories from that. So I'm like, okay, I think you can handle working here. You'll be fine. What I, what I am a little bit worried about, and I will be training her on Friday. She's going to be there at 6 a.m. Is a 21-year-old girl, and they wanted to do the night shift. I'm going to definitely tell him not to put her on the night shift. Because here's the thing, as an averagely attractive woman, like I don't consider myself to be cute or hot or pretty. I'm just like average, right? And I'm older, clearly older. I still get hit on and harassed and like really creeped on by people that I sometimes feel nervous about passing on the street. Being there alone at night at that register, I was always nervous. She is barely 21. She looks 21 and she is very pretty. And I just know there are going to be like so many creeps. And I'm really worried. I don't want her to have to deal with the drunk people at night. So I said, I am probably going to insist that she works the morning or like midday shift because drunk dudes at night are a whole different thing that I never want to have to deal with again. Let me tell you that I could not handle being a bartender. But anyway, long story short, with all of this, we're hiring people because they're cutting my hours down because I tried to quit. I I wanted to quit. I like after like 3 weeks, I was like, I cannot fucking take this anymore. I left this place for a reason. And it wasn't just because the old owners were shitty, it was also because this place is shitty and I have trauma from being here. And I told my boss that. And he's like, we can't let you quit because there are lots of customers here who might not come back to the store if you leave. Like, people in communities get attached to people that work at certain places. And I do agree, I have absolutely seen that. Like, whenever we have an employee that's long term that quits, I always have customers asking about them, like, hey, what happened to so and so? Are they doing okay? And usually I can tell them they're doing way better than they were when they were here. Um, like a few of my coworkers now that have left are doing better, and I'm so happy for them. Especially David. He quit after getting robbed, but now he works at a school and he actually genuinely loves his job. So happy for him. But where it's going with this is, yeah, yes, customers do get attached to the employees there. Why does it have to be me? Anyway, this has been long enough that it's actually starting to hurt my arms holding the phone up like this. So I'll probably let it go there. But yeah, there's a general update of what's been going on with my life. I will try to post a little bit more now that boyfriend has a job. I actually have a few hours to myself at the house, which is absolutely magical. Yesterday was the first day I came home from work and I could just be alone for like 2 hours straight. It was magical. Let me tell you, I did not realize how much I needed that. And today is the same, so it's great. So maybe I'll be able to post more. Anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully not 3 weeks later. Bye.